Hello, Lobo fans. Welcome inside the studios of Lobo TV in the Maloof building on South Campus at the University of New Mexico. It's your Inside Lobo Athletics podcast. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy. It's episode 23, and we're going to touch on myriad topics today with Sean Ferrera. He's from the Lobo Club. It's Director of Development for Premium Seating. Yes. Before we get into any of the cool stuff we're going to talk about today, you handle the suites and club level in Dreamstyle Arena, and then, of course, same thing over at Dreamstyle Stadium?
Yes, yeah, it's pretty fun. Right now we've got a small business initiative running over at the suites for the next 4 home games of Lobo basketball. So you can give me a call, you can reach out to us, and we'll put that together for you. So that way you can bring some clients, bring some staff, bring some community members, and just be a part of the Lobo basketball experience. So it's essentially a half-off deal right now that we're just trying to, do something different with our community, because engaging our business community is a big part of what we do here with Lobo Athletics.
All right, I got one for you. Esteban Sandoval, he's a graduate assistant for Lobo men's basketball. His mom just had her first experience up on the suite and club level at a Dreamstyle Arena game, and she loved it. Now, I said this, and I'm going to call you out, because now the Lobos are 1-0. Lifetime when Loretta Sandoval is up in the suite level. Okay. So that means Wednesday of next week against San Jose State, where does she have to sit?
I think we can figure that out up in the suite level. We like wins. We like wins.
We like wins a lot.
Yeah.
And she told me that it's her 26th wedding anniversary as well. So
really?
Perfect place and time.
Congratulations to you, Loretta.
Yeah. How about that?
That's awesome.
All right. So these are packages for businesses that might want to bring a small group, hang out in a suite, at a cut rate, and see how cool it is up there.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful experience. Every time somebody goes up there, they're just wowed by the fact that this is what's happening. We didn't know that this was even an option, and it is an option, and we're trying to change the narrative around that and see what we can do and give people some options and opportunities to come on out to different games and just have some fun with us, and then go on about your merry way, and hopefully it actually helps you out as well.
Well, and we're past the midpoint now of the conference schedule. That means the regular season is winding down. There are only a handful of opportunities left.
There's 4 men's games and 4 or 5 women's games left at this point in time. So give me a call, 505-925-5900. Awesome. And we'll get it all worked out.
He's Sean Ferrera. I'm Robert Portnoy. Thanks for being with us on your Inside Lobo Athletics podcast, episode 23. We're in the Lobo TV studios, and they can do all kinds of cool things in here. And I'm going to walk out with that Lego Lobo basketball thing, and don't tell anybody.
Yeah, Lego's extremely underrated.
I second that.
I'm in favor of that statement.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Santa Ana Star Casino, New Mexico's best bet. Okay, a bunch of things to get to. We're talking hoops, so let's stay on that theme.
Yes.
Mountain West Conference basketball tournaments for men and women coming up in March, and you guys have packages, right?
Yes, we have. We've got a travel trip out there to the Mountain West. Today's the last day to pick it up, so if you guys haven't called us, give us a call, 505-925-CLUB. See if we can still get you in there. We're going to have events out there that week as well, so that's really exciting. On Wednesday, that would be March 13th. We're going to have a all UNM event at the Pink Taco over at the Hard Rock Hotel. So if you are out in Las Vegas and you're looking to hang out with some Lobo fans and get excited about what's happening with our women's and our men's team, just come on out to the Pink Taco on Wednesday. It's going to be an event. You can have some free food, see some people, maybe meet the president of the university, meet the athletic director, meet some of the folks here, maybe even meet Robert Portnoy. You never know. So it's going to be a good one to come on out to, and just trying to get some folks out there and have some more engagement events for all of our fans to come on out to.
It's Pitt West. I mean,
it is
come
Pitt
on.
West. You should be there.
It can happen any year, every year. Look at last year. Mid-year, what kind of season are we going to have? Lobo men's basketball ripped off 7 wins in a row and was 5 minutes away from a Mountain West Tournament championship.
That's a very big point. That's a good point.
And we're coming off of...
And that was a great environment. It was just so fun. Yeah. Everybody was loud and cheering and having a good time. And even when you left the stadium, everybody was just excited for where we were going with Lobo basketball, and I think we all are.
Oh, and there's this too. Mike Bradbury's team, the women's team, right now, they've lost 3 times the whole year. And you think they might be one of the favorites? Yeah, they'll definitely be at least a co-favorite.
They should definitely be a co-favorite, if not the favorite going into this. And yesterday was a little bit disappointing, but you got to bounce back, and I think that team will. And Coach Bradbury knows what they're doing over there.
Yeah, it's just one loss at San Diego State. That's all it is. Are you a Lobo fan? Of course you're a Lobo fan. Starting points toward game tickets with the Coors Light XP app. Download it from the App Store today. Remember, 21 meets 21. Episode 23 of the Inside Lobo Athletics podcast. We have Sean Ferrera, the Director of Development for Premium Seating. Okay, Mountain West Conference Tournament. We'll circle back to that and remind fans how they can get involved, get their package, because you can get them down there too, right? You've got the whole
100%. Yeah. So if you're missing out on your Mountain West tickets, you can get them there at the event, the Thomas and Mack. You can pick up your single tickets. If you need to get your all session passes, give our ticket office a call, 505-925-LOBO. A lot of numbers, but we've got a whole bunch of different people who can help you. That's the biggest thing that we got here. We're trying to change our customer service and make sure everybody gets what they need and gets somewhere and has fun with this whole Lobo brand and everything going on down here.
Okay, so we want to talk about Black History Month. And,
Let's do it.
Well, first off, we just had a great event at Dreamstyle Arena, the Pit.
Right.
And it was a big W over the rival, the heated rival. I've always said, if you're going to give Lobo fans one win in the Mountain West season, let's have it be San Diego State.
Yeah, that was a big win. It's a big win not only just for the team, but for what we do with our campus. You know, connecting with African American studies on campus is a big piece for what we do, especially with Black History Month. And throughout the course of the year, we've done that with Indigenous studies and different types of folks. So that's also us reaching out to our own campus community, because we still have a giant pocket of students here that we have to tap into and get them involved and bring them out. So not only is it big to celebrate Black history, but it's big to bring our campus into that. And I think that's one of the true benefits of nights like those, where we get a big win and have another cool promotion like you're wearing right now.
Yeah, exactly. This is the team shooting shirt.
Shooting shirt.
Yeah.
I don't even have that shirt.
And a great performance at halftime. That was fun.
That was really fun. It's great to see what we can do when all of our students are on board and they're coming out. And the more we can do things like this and just get our students out to the buildings, whether that's basketball, football, baseball, softball, swim and dive, any of those things, students supporting students is always going to be the number one thing here.
It's the Inside Lobo Athletics podcast, episode 23. U.S. Bank, helping individuals and businesses work toward their financial goals all across New Mexico and all across the country. U.S. Bank, the power of possible. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy. We have Sean Ferrera. He is the Director of Development for Premium Seating with the Lobo Club. And we wanted to talk about this unbelievable opportunity that Lobo fans have early in the season next year.
I know where you're going.
Lobo
here.
football is going to where? South Bend?
I think we're going to South Bend, Indiana.
What's the big deal about South Bend?
We're playing a football game
Yeah.
out there with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I think it's pretty exciting.
Doesn't get any better.
No, it's hallowed ground of college football. I think people are excited to go on out there and see a big game. I think last year when we went up to Wisconsin to Camp Randall, we gave ourselves a very good showing. Our kids went out there and played a great football game and just didn't work out in the end, but I think we had a great group who went on out there and people saw what could be for Lobo football down the road, and it's exciting. We've had calls nonstop ever since the schedule came out.
Well, and now those packages are available and people are starting to gobble them up?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got 2 different packages. If you're already in the area, we've got a game day package. If you're traveling from New Mexico or any other part of town or part of the country, you can definitely get on out there with our travel package. We're going to stay in Chicago at the Palmer House. We're going to have some events there. We're going to have an opportunity to ride a train down from Chicago all the way down to South Bend on game day. That'll be our UNM event, essentially, our pregame event. And then we'll get there in enough time for people to just have all the fun and see what's going on.
Take it all in.
Yeah, take it all in at a Notre Dame game because it is special. It's a travel destination for college football fans anywhere, and for us to get the opportunity to take our fans there and have some fun with them is one of those things I'm looking forward to this fall.
I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
One of my sports regrets. I lived in the area for 1 year, lived in Indianapolis. That year, thought about it, didn't actually do it. Now really wish I had. It's not a long drive at all from Indy to South Bend. And USC was on Notre Dame's schedule that fall,
Oh, wow.
playing in South Bend.
Why didn't you go?
That happened to be the Bush push game, that when Leinart shoved Reggie Bush into the end zone for the game-winning score. It's one of the greatest, between those two teams in that rivalry's history. Anyway, it would have been an incredible experience.
Yeah.
And I've always regretted not. Now I get my chance. I've never been to South Bend even, much less set foot on the campus or seen the Golden Dome or been inside that stadium. I cannot wait. It's just, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like the mecca of college football.
Exactly. I have friends who work there and people I know who've been there for a long time and seen it. It's a special place, and we're excited that we get to be a part of it, and hopefully we can walk on in there and maybe steal one.
Stuff like this doesn't just happen. And I thought about this, that with the connections, the unbelievable connections, the great relationships that the current New Mexico coaching staff has throughout the football world. You think back 2 years ago, we got to play at Kyle Field in front of 100,000 people because of the great connections that we have to Texas A&M. And then last year, you mentioned Camp Randall and all the connections with our staff with Wisconsin, and we get to go there. And now this year, obvious Notre Dame connections with Coach Davey, and now we get to go to South Bend. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's fun. I think we're doing something that's a little bit different from some of our other Mountain West counterparts, and I think that's a good thing. We're going out, we're playing these big games, we're trying to do the big thing and seeing what we can accomplish. And it's a process, and we're getting better every week.
It's awesome. I love it. The Lobos want to recognize small business local partners, including Albuquerque Tents, All Sports Trophies, Clark's Pet Emporium, Graphic Connection, and MGS Communications. Thank you for your support. It's Inside Lobo Athletics Podcast, episode number 23. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy, with Sean Ferrera. He is the Director of Development for Premium Seating with the Lobo Club. Okay. Maybe the most important topic of all now. Tell us about Thank You Week.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the most important topic. It's one that's really near to what we do over in the Lobo Club, and it's special to all our student athletes. So on the week of February 18th, the 19th, and I believe the 21st, our student athletes are actually going to be calling and thanking our donors who support all of our different initiatives here, everything from our scholarship fund to our capital campaigns to anything we have really going on here at the University of New Mexico to advance our student athlete experience, because that's what we're about here. How can we provide our student athletes the best experience from an education, athletic, and future prospect and preparing them for life as much as we can to be Lobos for life. That's probably the most important thing that we do here, giving them a phone call, writing them notes, seeing what we can do to just say thank you, because no one has to do anything here. I always like to remind people that it always seems like you have to buy your season ticket, or you have to donate, or you have to do this, because it is so ingrained in the culture. But we are so thankful that people choose to buy a ticket or choose to donate, because it's truly a benefit to not only our department, but especially our student athletes, and then their families and their communities when they go back home, or if they stay here in Albuquerque. So I always like to remind people that you're choosing to do these things, and it's out of the goodness and it's gratitude and it's thankfulness that we get the opportunity to share with everybody.
And it's passion for the Lobos.
It is. It's passion. It's passion to see your university get better, your teams get better, your city get better, and your state. Because we are the biggest thing in the state, and we are excited about that opportunity for anybody who's willing to support that. We welcome it, and we want to just say thank you.
Most recent empirical evidence of all of what you just said is 9 p.m. tip on a random Tuesday night in early February, and we still get over 10,000 in the pit for San Diego State, and it was loud.
It was loud. It was rocking. It's exciting. That's the passion. That's what that place can be. The pit is a special place. Dreamstyle Arena is one of those things I spend a lot of my nights in, and there till 11 o'clock, 11:30, and back here at 8 in the morning just to see what we can do to achieve and get better at here in New Mexico. It's a lot of fun.
Episode 23 of the Inside Lobo Athletics podcast is about to wrap. Route 66 Casino Hotel, proud partner of the Lobos Quality Service and value. Get your kicks. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy. We have Sean Ferrera, the Director of Development for Premium Seating. And a final topic is these socks.
Oh.
What is going on with these socks?
Yeah.
Multicolored, different designs. We were talking about them earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hope that probably up. Yeah. Up a
the-
little higher. We can't move cameras.
The Hogwarts socks are pretty special.
Very nice.
You gotta know your roots, and I'm a Gryffindor myself. Some of the people in this room might be a Hufflepuff. We might have a Ravenclaw. There are no Slytherins in here though, so we're all good.
How do you know?
I don't know. You never know. But socks have been a big thing for me since I was in high school. I used to run track and with the high Argyle socks and the spandex and all that good stuff. So it's one of those things that I've taken pride in for a long time. And these are actually a gift. So you got to appreciate when people appreciate you.
I love it. Something that I did not know. So you're a socks guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're also a Harry Potter guy.
Harry Potter guy through and through. I was at Harry Potter Land, or the Wonderful Wizarding World of Harry Potter, to be more specific, on New Year's Day. So that's how fun it is for me.
Unbelievable. I've taken the kids out there. It's incredible.
It's wildly entertaining.
Orlando?
I haven't been to the one in Orlando.
Okay.
I need to get to the one in Orlando, but I've been to the one in LA a couple of times.
Gotcha.
Fun fact, was actually in the same place on New Year's Eve, 2 days in a row, 2 New Year's Eves in a row, which is pretty fun.
Love it. Sean Ferrera, I just learned something new about you.
Yeah. I'm a big park guy. I love having fun. It's what I love to do. That's why I work here. It's a fun place to work. It's a fun thing to do, and I like going to theme parks and figuring out how we can bring some of those elements here.
Great stuff.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
All right. For Sean Ferrera, he's the Director of Development for Premium Seating at the UNM Lobo Club. I'm Robert Portnoy, the voice of the Lobos. Stephen Williams, your broadcast director and producer for Lobo TV. That's a wrap for episode 23 of the Inside Lobo Athletics podcast. So long, everybody, and go
The LeBron
Lobos.
James episode.